Hello, students. Today we are starting a new lesson after half yearly examination, and our new lesson is packing. It is written by Jerome K. Jerome, and he is the narrator of this story. Packing, um, there are some questions here, four questions. Do you like going on trips? What kind of trips do you enjoy most? Uh, so, um, by this question, you can understand what is the lesson, and the name of lesson is packing. So, it is the preparation of going trips. How do you feel about having to pack for trip? So, before going to trip, before going to any tour, so there is an important work, and that is packing. And how do you feel about the packing? And the next question is, have you ever discovered on a trip that you have forgotten to pack a few things you very much need, or that you can't find them easily? You can imagine that how interesting of the lesson will be. If you have forgotten anything to pack, so what type of difficulty you can face, and how can you feel that then so it shows this type of that type of situation. And the next question is, does this make you angry, or does it make you laugh at yourself? What will be your reaction at that time when you have forgotten anything to pack? So now, move on the lesson. It is very humorous lesson, very interesting lesson, and you can enjoy this lesson. Okay, so now we are starting the lesson. So let's move on the first line. I said I'd pack. I rather pride myself on my packing. Packing is one of those many things that I feel I know more about than any other person living. It surprises me myself sometimes how many such things there are. I impressed the fact upon George and Harris and told them that they had better leave the whole matter entirely to me. So, there are three friends in this story. The first is the narrator, the writer himself, his Jerome, and he has two friends, Harris and George. Okay, so they were doing packing, and they were doing preparation to go to any trip. So Jerome said that I would pack. So I rather pride myself than the narrator said to himself that he said that he rather pride himself on packing. It is the pride myself means I'm proud of. He said that he is proud of himself on his skill of packing. He loves packing, he likes packing, and he has a skill of packing, and he was proud of his skill of packing. And packing is one of those many things that I feel I know more about than any other person. And he said that the packing is one of those many things that he is expert in the packing than any other person in the world. So he was very good packer, he thought. And he said that it surprises me myself sometimes how many such things there are. And he said that how many such things there are that in those things he was expert, and he was proud of himself, and there were many things. And he said that I impressed the fact upon George and Harris and told them that they had better leave the whole matter entirely to me. And he said that he he was impressed that the fact upon George, and when he said to George and Harris that he would pack, he would do packing. So he was impressed that George and Harris, they leave the whole matter, meaning the whole packing work entirely to him. They leave all matter to him. They fell into the suggestion with a readiness that had something uncanny about it. And then, when they were ready, George and Harris were ready, and they also accepted his proposal, because Jerome gave them proposal that he would pack, he would do packing, all the packings. So they agree with him, and they leave. They left the whole matter entirely to the narrator for packing, and they fell into the suggestion. Fell into means they accepted the thing, the suggestion of narrator with readiness that had something uncanny about it. And after thinking this, that how quickly they accepted his proposal, his suggestion, he was surprised. Uncanny means it was strange, that with a readiness, with quickly, they had something accepted his suggestion, and it is very surprised to narrator that how can they accept his proposal so quickly. George spread himself over the easy chair, and Harris cocked his leg on the table. And George spread himself over the easy chair. George sat over the easy chair, and Harris cocked his leg. Cocked his leg means bent the legs on the knees as he sat. So put one leg over another, and he sat on the table, and they were watching narrator when he was packing. This was hardly what I intended. What I had meant, of course, was that I should boss the job, and that Harris and George should potter about under my directions, I pushing them aside every now and then with, "Oh, you, here, let me do it." There you are, simple enough, really teaching them, as you might say. And what happened then? This was hardly what I intended. What I intended means planned, means meant. And he was very surprised to see that they accepted his proposal, and they sat on the chair and table, and they were looking him to do packing. And but narrator thought that, or his meaning of saying that, of giving that suggestion, was that I should boss of the job. He said he should be the boss of the job, and he thought that Harris and George should potter about. Potter about means do something unimportant things. He thought that he would be the boss of George and Harris, and he would teach them, and he would give them direction, and to how they can pack the things. And then, if they were not able to the proper way of packing, then he thought that he will push them aside, and he will said them that, "Oh, you, here, let me do it. You don't know the packing, and I am expert in packing." And then he will do, and it was the really teaching of them. So he said he thought that he would teach them the skill of packing, but it goes in another direction. And George and Harris thought that, he said he would pack he would do the entire packing, and they sat very easily, and they they let him to do packing. They are taking it in the way they did irritated me. There is nothing does irritate me more than seeing other people sitting about doing nothing when I am working. And this thing, they are taking it in the way, and this way they took his suggestion, and they irritated me. And now the narrator Jerome was irritated, he was angry, and he was not happy to see them, because there is nothing does irritate me more than seeing other people sitting about doing nothing when I am working. He said that he don't like this, he doesn't like this type of thing, that some other people they were sitting, and they about doing nothing, and when he was working, and so this thing irritates him. And now, when George and Harris they sat on the chair and table, and they left all the packing to narrator, so he was irritated. He was angry, and but he was packing. He was doing packing. I lived with a man once who used to make me mad that way. He would loll on the sofa and watch me doing things by the hours together. And he narrator said an incident about an incident, and he said that he lived with a man once who used to make me mad, who irritates him a lot. How he would loll on sofa. Loll on sofa means lay or lean in a relaxed manner on the sofa, and he only watch him doing things by the hour together. He said it did him real good to look on at me messing about, and he said that that person, that boy or that man, he said he enjoyed this thing when he looked on at the other persons who were doing messing about. Messing about means to waste time doing something without a particular purpose. So he said, narrator, such type of words mean he enjoyed to look people to waste time doing something without any purpose. So that man irritated the narrator. Now I am not like that. I can't sit still and see another man slaving and working. I want to get up and superintend and walk around with my hands in my pockets and tell him what to do. It is my energetic nature. I can't help it. And then the narrator said that now I am not like that. So he said that I am not like that person. I can't sit still. I cannot sit still and see another man working. So I cannot do this thing, that I only sit on the chair, and I only to watch the other persons to work. I want to get up and superintend. Mm, Superintend means supervise. He said that I want to get up and supervise the thing and walk round with my hands in my pockets. And to put his hand to his pocket, he wanted to supervise the things. He wanted to watch the things, that how were they, and how properly that were those were working, and walk around with my hands in my pocket and tell him what to do, to lecture them, to lecture any person. He wants to tell him what to do and how to do. It is my energetic nature, he said. Narrator said that it is his energetic nature, and he want to give lecture to anyone, and he want to give suggestions to another person, how they can do such as type of things. I can't help it, and he said I can't do to anything, and it is his nature, so he cannot stop his nature, and he cannot change his nature, because he has energetic nature. Okay. So next. However, I did not say anything but started the packing. It seemed a longer job than I had thought it was going to be, but I got the bag finished at last, and I sat on it and strapped it. And then the narrator said, however, I did not say anything. I did not say anything. I did not say to George and Harris to help him or to do anything. So he said that he did not say anything, but he started the packing. It seemed a longer job, and he thought that it would be very easy, but it seemed a longer job than he had thought. But I got the bag finished, and at last he completed his packing, and he strapped the bag. And then, aren't you going to put the boots in? Said Harris. And when he strapped the bag, when he zipped the bag, when he closed the bag, then Harris asked him, are not you going to put the boots in? Have you put the boots into the bag? And I looked around and found I had forgotten them. And then the narrator looked around, and he found that he had forgotten to put shoes into the bag. That's just like Harris. That's just like Harris. He couldn't have said a word until I had got the bag shut and strapped, of course. And George laughed, one of those irritating, senseless laugh of his, and they do makes me so wild. And what happened then? Jerome, or the writer, he got angry, and he irritated because Harris could not have said a word until he had he had finished his packing. And but George is that's just like Harris, and George, who was laughing, and his laughing was irritating the narrator, and they do make him so wild means mad with anger. He got angry of those his friends, those such type of behavior. I opened the bag and packed the boots in, and then, just as I was going to close it, a horrible idea occurred to me. And what happened then? Then the narrator opened the bag, and then packed the boots and the shoes into the bag, and then when he was just going to close the bag, an idea came in his mind, and he thought, had I packed my toothbrush? Then he remembered, then he thought that he asked a question to himself, had I packed my toothbrush? I don't know how it is, but I never do know whether I have packed my toothbrush. And he had forgotten that he had packed his toothbrush or not. So, my toothbrush is a thing that haunts me when I am traveling. And he said that it is his habit, that forgetting to pack toothbrush. My toothbrush is a thing that haunts me. Haunts means here to repeatedly give trouble. His toothbrush repeatedly gives him trouble because he usually forget to pack his toothbrush, and makes my life a misery. Misery means sad. And he said that I dream that I haven't packed it, and wake up in a cold perspiration and get out of bed and hunt for it. And he said that I dreamed many times. He dreamed, and he saw, he used to see dream, and that he haven't packed his toothbrush, and then he wake up in a cold perspiration means sweat, and get out of the bed and hunt for it and search for it, where was his toothbrush. And in the morning I pack it before I have used it, because he thought that in the morning there will be need to brush, so I will pack the brush after using that. After that he had forgotten, he forget that, and have to unpack again to get it. And it is always the last thing I turn out the bag, and then I repack and forget it, and have to rush upstairs for it at the last moment and carry it to the railway station wrapped up in my pocket handkerchief. And he said that it is his habit. He usually forget to pack his toothbrush, and then he used to go inside the room at the last time of his journey, and then he rushed upstairs, and at the last moment he carried toothbrush to the railway station in his pocket handkerchief. Why? Because the bag was already packed and closed, so he put his handkerchief into his toothbrush into his pocket. Okay. Next, of course, I had to turn every model thing out now, and of course I could not find it. I rummaged the things up into much the same state that they must have been before the world was created, and when chaos risen. And he said that of course I had to turn every mortal thing out now. He said mortal things means every ordinary thing. He said that he had to turn everything ordinary things out now, and of course I could not find it. He searched the bag whether he put the toothbrush into the bag or not. I rummaged the things up into much the same state. I rummaged means searched in a hurried careless way, or the careless way. He searched the things. You can see here in the picture that to the Harris and George was sitting on the sofa and chair, and Jerome was packing, and he unpacks the bag and he was searching the toothbrush there. Must have been before the world was created, and when chaos risen, when chaos mean confusion, risen mean ruled, because he had forgotten where was his toothbrush, and he searched everywhere. I found George and Harris 18 times over, but I couldn't find my own. And he said that when he unpacked the bag and he put all the things out of the bag, he was searching, and he said that 18 times he found George and Harry's toothbrush, but he could not find his own toothbrush. I put the things back one by one and held everything up and shook it, and then he put the things back into the bag one by one, and every thing he shook it, and he used to he see at everything. Then I found it inside a boot, and then he found his toothbrush. And where was it? His toothbrush was inside a shoe, inside the boot. And then he said that I repacked once more, and he repacked all the things once more into the bag. Okay, so it is the end of today's paragraph, and now it is the time of Hindi Shamri. Okay. तो स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम एक नया लेसन शुरू कर रहे हैं, पैकिंग इसने लेसन का नाम है। और हाफ ईयरली एग्ज़ाम के बाद अब कुछ लेसन्स बचे हैं, उनको हम पूरा कर रहे हैं। तो पैकिंग नाम का लेसन है। और अब पैकिंग आप जानते हैं, जब भी हम किसी टूर पर जाते हैं, किसी ट्रिप पर जाते हैं, तो उससे पहले पैकिंग करते हैं। तो ये पैकिंग से रिलेटेड एक लेसन है, बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग लेसन है, बहुत ही आपको मज़ा आएगा इसको पढ़ने में। तो स्टार्ट करते हैं। इस लेसन में 3 कैरेक्टर्स हैं। एक जेरोम हैं, जो कि राइटर हैं इस लेसन के और नरेटर भी हैं। और 2 उसके दोस्त हैं, जॉर्ज एंड हैरिस। और वो किसी टूर पर जा रहे हैं, किसी ट्रिप पर जा रहे हैं, और उससे पहले वो पैकिंग करना चाहते हैं। तो राइटर कहते हैं, जेरोम कहते हैं कि मैंने उनको कहा कि आई वुड पैक, मैं पैक करूँगा, क्योंकि उसको पैकिंग बहुत पसंद है और उसको प्राइड है अपने ऊपर ही। वो अपने ऊपर गर्व महसूस करता है अपनी पैकिंग की स्किल को। तो इसलिए वो कहता है मैं पैकिंग करूँगा। और उसके जो दोस्त हैं दोनों, वो बड़े आसानी से उसके ऊपर सब कुछ छोड़ देते हैं कि हाँ ठीक है, आप ही पैक करो। और वो बैठ जाते हैं आराम से। और ये देख कर के वो सरप्राइज़ भी होता है कि इन्होंने कितनी जल्दी मान लिया है कि मैं ही पैकिंग करूँगा। बड़ी जल्दी इन्होंने एक्सेप्ट कर लिया मेरा प्रपोज़ल। वो इम्प्रेस्ड होता है इस बात को देख कर के। लेकिन जब उसको समझ में आता है कि वो तो दोनों बैठ गए हैं, एक कुर्सी पे बैठ गया, एक सोफ़ा पर बैठ गया है टेबल पर, और उसको उसके ऊपर छोड़ दिया है सब कुछ पैक करने के लिए। और एक पैर पर पैर रख के, टांग पर टांग रख कर के आराम से बैठ गए हैं, केवल उसको देख रहे हैं। राइटर तो ये सोच रहा था कि वो पैकिंग का ऑर्डर देगा उसको अपने ऊपर गर्व था कि वो पैकिंग की स्किल उसके अंदर बहुत अच्छी है और वो पैकिंग बहुत अच्छी करवा सकता है। और ऐसी बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं इस दुनिया में जिसमें कि वो एक्सपर्ट है, और उसमें पैकिंग भी एक चीज़ है। और वो सोच रहा था कि मैं इन दोनों का बॉस बनूंगा और मैं इनको ऑर्डर लगाऊंगा, हाँ तुम ऐसे करो, तुम ऐसे करो। और हैरिस और जॉर्ज जो हैं वो एक ऑर्डिनरी पर्सन की तरह काम करेंगे। यहाँ पॉटर अबाउट वर्ड यूज करता है। पॉटर अबाउट मीन डू सम अनइम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग्स। तो इस तरह से वो काम करेंगे, और फिर ठीक नहीं करेंगे जब, तो फिर आई पुशिंग दैम, मैं उनको धक्का दूंगा, उनको बोलूँगा अरे ये तुम इतना भी नहीं जानते, देखो मैं बताता हूँ तुमको कैसे करना है। और इस तरह से ये तो बहुत आसान है। और फिर मैं उनको टीच करूँगा, मैं उनको सिखाऊँगा कि कैसे पैकिंग होती है। उसने ऐसे सोचा था, लेकिन वो तो दोनों दोस्त तो किनारे बैठ गए और उसको कहा कि हाँ ठीक है, करो पैक। इस बात को देख करके नरेटर बड़े गुस्सा आ जाता है, उनको चिढ़ जाते हैं। लेकिन नरेटर फिर उनको कुछ कहता नहीं है और खुद ही पैकिंग शुरू कर देता है। और नरेटर कहते हैं कि एक बार ऐसे ही पहले भी हुआ था, एक आदमी ने उनको पागल बना दिया था इस तरीके से, क्योंकि अपने आप सोफे पर बैठा हुआ था और मुझे देख रहा था काम करते हुए, और साथ में ये भी कह रहा था कि उसको बहुत मज़ा आता है, उसको बड़ा आनंद आता है, उसको पसंद है ऐसे बैठ कर के देखना जब कोई दूसरा व्यक्ति मैसिंग अबाउट वर्ड यूज किया। मैसिंग अबाउट माने कोई ऐसा टू वेस्ट टाइम डूइंग समथिंग, जो कोई ऐसा टाइम वेस्ट करे कुछ ऐसा करते हुए जो कि बिना किसी पर्पज के किया जा रहा हो। तो ऐसे आदमी को काम करते हुए देखने में उसको आनंद आता है। तो ऐसे वर्ड्स उसने राइटर को बोले, और राइटर जो है बड़े परेशान हुए। लेकिन राइटर कहता है कि मैं ऐसा नहीं हूँ, मैं चुप नहीं बैठ सकता, मैं ये नहीं कर सकता कि भाई मैं लोगों को काम करते हुए देखूं गुलामों की तरह, और मैं केवल एक जगह बैठा रहूं, मैं ऐसा नहीं कर सकता। मैं तो तुरंत खड़ा हो जाता हूं और तुरंत सुपरवाइज करता हूं काम को कि कैसे काम हो रहा है। अपने राउंड लगाता हूं अपने हाथों को जेब में रख कर के, और उनको सजेशन देता हूं कि कैसे काम करना चाहिए। और राइटर अपने आप पर प्राउड फील करता है कि ये मेरा एनर्जेटिक नेचर है और इसमें मैं और कुछ नहीं कर सकता हूँ, मैं इसको नहीं बदल सकता हूँ, और मैं ऐसा ही हूँ। और मैं ये देखता हूँ कि कैसे काम हो रहा है, दूसरों को सजेशन देता हूँ। लेकिन फिर भी राइटर ने उनको कुछ नहीं कहा और पैकिंग शुरू कर दी। और जितना वो सोच रहे थे कि जितना लंबा जॉब होगा, उससे भी ज़्यादा लंबा जॉब ये हुआ। पैकिंग में उनको बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम लगा, और एट लास्ट उन्होंने पैकिंग पूरी कर दी उसने। और जैसे ही बैग को बंद किया, तुरंत हैरिस ने क्वेश्चन किया, क्या तुमने शूज़ अंदर रख दिए? और इस बात को सुनकर के नैरेटर बड़ा गुस्सा आता है उनको कि ये हैरिस पहले नहीं बोल सकता था, क्योंकि जब नैरेटर ने अपने चारों तरफ देखा तो देखा कि वो शूज़ को पैक करना तो भूल ही गए। तो उसको बड़ा गुस्सा है, उसने कहा ये पहले ऐसा शब्द नहीं बोल सकता, पहले नहीं बता सकता था, जब मैंने बैग बंद कर दिया है तब बोल रहा है। और इस बात पर जॉर्ज हंस रहा है बैठे बैठे। इस बात को देख करके वो और ज़्यादा उनको इरिटेशन होती है और वो कहते हैं दे डू मेक मी सो वाइल्ड, वो मुझको इतना क्रोधित कर रहे हैं, मुझे गुस्सा आ रहा है उनकी बातों को सुन करके। लेकिन नैरेटर ने फिर बैग खोला, फिर जूतों को अंदर पैक किया और वो कहते हैं कि जैसे मैं इसको क्लोज करने जा रहा था, एक तुरंत मेरे दिमाग में आइडिया आया कि मैंने अपना टूथब्रश पैक किया कि नहीं। उनको याद नहीं है कि टूथब्रश पैक किया कि नहीं किया। तो अब क्या होगा? तो वो ये कहते हैं कि ये उनकी आदत है कि हर बार ऐसा ही होता है, उनका टूथब्रश उनको बहुत परेशान करता है। क्योंकि अक्सर होता क्या है कि आदमी जब पैकिंग करता है तो ये सोचता है कि टूथब्रश तो सुबह को जब जाना है तो उससे पहले ब्रश करना होगा, तो टूथब्रश को बाद में पैक किया जाएगा क्योंकि सुबह ज़रूरत पड़ेगी। या फिर पहले उसको पैक कर दें, सुबह फिर खोलना पड़ेगा। तो इस तरह से वो कहते हैं कि ये जो टूथब्रश है वो मुझको रात में भी डराता है, क्योंकि ये थोड़ा हंसाने के लिए भी राइटर कहता है, उसको थोड़ा एग्जैजरेट करता है, वो बढ़ा चढ़ा करके पेश करता है उस इंसिडेंट को, टूथब्रश वाले को। वो कहता है कि मुझे सपने में भी आता है कि मैंने टूथब्रश पैक किया कि नहीं किया, और फिर वो पसीना आ जाता है उनको, ठंडा पसीना, और फिर वो बेड से उठ जाते हैं और फिर ढूंढते हैं कि कहाँ है उसका टूथब्रश, उसने पैक किया कि नहीं किया। और इसलिए वो पहले ही टूथब्रश पैक कर देता है और सुबह को फिर उसको अनपैक करता है, फिर निकालता है, उसको यूज करता है, और इस तरीके से टूथब्रश हर बार भूल जाता है पैक करना। तो कहता है कि फिर मैं अक्सर लास्ट टाइम पर जब जर्नी शुरू हो जाती है फिर भागता हूँ, और भाग करके फिर मैं टूथब्रश को लेता हूँ, और बैग तो पैक हो चुका होता है, इसीलिए टूथब्रश जो मैं है अपने रुमाल में लपेट के अपने ही पॉकेट में रख लिया करता हूँ हर बार। तो कहते हैं मैंने इस तरह से फिर दोबारा से जब सोचा कि टूथब्रश पैक किया कि नहीं किया, तो उन्होंने फिर पूरा बैग खोला, सारी चीज़ें बाहर निकाली, और बड़ी जल्दी जल्दी उन्होंने ढूंढा कि कहाँ, एक बड़ी केयरलेस वे में, और सारा सामान इधर उधर बिखर गया। और फिर ऐसा हो गया कि जैसे ये सामान कितना पुराना है, क्योंकि कई बार खोला, अंदर बैग किया, अब जितने भी प्रेस किए कपड़े थे वो सब ऐसे हो गए कि जैसे कि ये बहुत पुरानी चीज़ हो दुनिया में, जब दुनिया बनी हो। वो लिखा मस्ट हैव बीन बिफोर द वर्ल्ड वाज क्रिएटेड, जब दुनिया बनी होगी तभी ये सामान बने होंगे। इस प्रकार से उन सामान बेतरतीब हो गए, और इस तरह से वहाँ पर एक क्योज रीजन, क्योज माने कन्फ्यूज़न पैदा हो गया सारी चीज़ों में, क्योंकि टूथब्रश नहीं मिल रहा था। नैरेटर कहते हैं कि उन्होंने जॉर्ज और हैरिस का टूथब्रश जो है 18 बार उनको मिल गया। जब वो सामान निकाल रहे थे, ढूंढ रहे थे अपना टूथब्रश, तो उसको जॉर्ज और हैरिस का टूथब्रश कई बार दिखाई दिया, 18 बार दिख गया, लेकिन अपना टूथब्रश एक बार भी दिखाई नहीं दिया। और फिर उन्होंने एक एक चीज़ को बाहर निकाला, और फिर उसको दोबारा से एक एक करके रखना शुरू किया। फिर हर चीज़ को वो हिला हिला करके देख रहा था कि कहीं टूथब्रश तो नहीं है, और एट लास्ट उसको अपना टूथब्रश अपने जूते के अंदर दिखाई मिला। अपने जूते के अंदर उनको अपना टूथब्रश दिखाई दिया, और फिर उस तरह से फिर उन्होंने उसको दोबारा पैक किया। तो इस तरह से वो पैकिंग मतलब टूथब्रश उन्होंने पैक किया। तो आज की वीडियो यहीं पर एंड करते हैं, और इसके बाद लेसन लंबा है और इसमें फिर क्वेश्चंस भी होंगे, आपको क्वेश्चंस भी करने हैं। ये यू कैन सी हियर क्वेश्चंस, आप यहाँ क्वेश्चन देख सकते हो, एंड यू कैन सी हियर there are some questions in your book. The first question, how many characters are there in the narratives? Name them. So it is very easy, so you can name the characters, the 1 2 3 3 friends. And the second question is, why did the narrator Jerome volunteer to do packing? Why he said he would pack, and he became volunteer to do packing? So you will answer these questions too. And look at the third question. How did George and Harris react to this? So you can write answer of these questions too. How did George and Harris react to do this? This means when he became volunteer to packing. Did Jerome like their reactions? Did Jerome is the writer, narrator. Did he like their reactions? So you can answer these questions too. Okay. So, and the fourth question you can see, you can answer of the fourth. What was the Jerome's real intention when he offered to pack? When he offered to pack himself, when he give offer them that he would pack. So, what was his real intention? What he want? In this answer you can write the answer of this question. So these are four questions, 1 2 3 4. You can answer these four questions, and it is your today's homework too. Today's homework, you can write question answer of these questions. Okay, so it is the end of today's video. Thank you.